So I was sitting there working out in my garage and I came across this random Game Leap guy on raid videos and whatnot. Some Indian dude. Actually had a decent player power. It was like 20 something million. So I was like, oh, okay, see what this guy has to say about his Ice Golem team. And his Ice Golem team is he just pretty much buffed up his Wukong and used it to kill the boss. So I was like, huh. So I kept saying my Ice Golem team had issues and I needed to do something about it. So I said, screw it, I'll give it a go. So I decided to use my Razzlevarg as always. Use my Fina just to throw on the unkillable or the block damage and the counterattack when he's at the boss. Glaykid for the attack up and the 10% more damage when under Perfect Veil. Of course, Lydia for um, the decreased defense and weaken. Then Furl just for his passes for having over 4 buffs, you get 20% more damage. So I was like, screw it. Let's see what happens. And this is what came of it. Why is this taking so... Oh, okay. That was a long time to load for this. All right, 1 go, 2 goes. Time will vary by a second or two, depending if I AoE right there. Didn't, but this should be a 12-second run. Because the counterattack and dead. So my Fire Knight team went from like 43 seconds to 12. Not too shabby and the best of 11. And funny enough, I looked it up on the RSL leaderboards, and that is actually the 5th fastest time. Not the best turn, so I was 2 behind on turns for the other guy tied for 5th place, but hell, Razzlevarg doing 13.6 million damage and no one else doing damage except Lydia with her debuff. Not too shabby. Seems like the old crack rabbit comes through again. Can be a little slower. Sometimes St. Nick there doesn't die. See if he gets his AoE. No. It will screw up sometimes with the AoE, but I still win. So AoE, then Lydia will hit the decreased defense and weaken, but it causes the boss to attack, but I already have my counterattack up and he still dies. It's just like 20 something seconds. So, I came up with a new Ice Golem team. Kind of happy about that. I actually switched up my Fire Knight team too. And funny enough, in the long run, it saves me 1 second. So I used to have a Quintus here instead of a double Cold Heart. And my time was always 19 seconds for the most part if everything went smoothly. 90% of the time it was 19 seconds. Sometimes Lady Mikage would get an extra turn. It'd bump it up to 20 seconds because that extra turn. Then if everything went perfect with my Razzlevar getting both cooldowns on each skill, it'd be a 16-second team. Well, this, if it all goes well, which it always does pretty much, is actually an 18-second team. So A3, A2. Now if I had an A3 here, I don't. All right. That, yeah, stupid Mikage. See, that buffs up my time. And dead. Okay, let's see if Mikage doesn't get that extra turn in there. Can you stop getting the extra turn, Mikage? It's only because I have that perch shadow on her when I use her for my Hydra team with my Toshiro. Let's see here. Let's get it right. Okay, no extra turn that time. And dead. So it saves me 1 second. Not a big deal, but hey, 1 second is 1 second. I was doing all my points this time for the deck of Fate by doing a lot of Fire Knight. I did 200 of the weak little souls. Those things suck. Didn't get crap from that, so I just got 4,000 points to go. And I was screwing around, so I've always been curious, what's faster, just actually run it or run it as a background battle? So I set my timer on my phone, clicked go, let it go for an hour. So with it running in background battles, I was able to do 106 runs in 1 hour. With it going with just multi battles, with it going regularly, I was able to do 117. Because I was kind of curious if the 5 second thing in between each fight was for the background battles or not. Apparently, it's still there, and for whatever reason, it was 11 fights faster, actually just sitting there letting it run. So that kind of tripping on that one. One thing I want to give props to, which a lot of people never do, is some of the rankings. So this guy out of Rouse, Rodney, the rodents of unusual size, 513 turns. That is insane because I did mine in 938. So that's 425 turns faster than me. So I mean, that's what, let's see, 135 stages that require turns. So that's almost, let's see here, 275, 40. Yeah, a little less than 4 turns per stage faster than me. And I did it pretty damn quick, I thought. Under 1,000 turns, so not too shabby. I mean, granted, I was having fun on stages. Like I was able to do this with just my Razzlevarg. But Dr. Darwick did it with just Thor. Thor is insanely strong. I just don't have mine built out, and I don't have 6 stars on him. Ridiculous. This guy is like the frickin' goat of records and whatnot. On the RSL leaderboards, he's on like 20, 25 different ones. The dude is insane. He definite dedication to getting on the leaderboards. I like to. Just kind of a competition with myself. It doesn't mean nothing. Screwing around with my rabbit again. Was able to get it done 5 turns. Yeet Morta got it in 4 with a Baron. Of course, there's fire on there. There's Ridiculous right by me again. This guy. Let's see here. Yep, Ridiculous there again. Dude has some fun teams. Some definite luck with Georgia. So I was actually screwing around. I was wondering if Razzlevar could actually solo a boss. So, yeah, get rid of this little chat. Okay, just to get that out of the way. So in 19 seconds, Razzlevarg was able to solo Tares. Granted, I got everything done. And I got almost 200% attack and 130% crit. Some more speed and some resistance. So, I mean, that definitely helps. So, but still kind of funny. I can 2-person this team, or this guy, if it doesn't screw up. It's not 100%, but I can still get it done. Sometimes he'll go before me. Yeah, when Mikage goes, that screws it up for whatever reason. So Mikage can't get the extra turn. Right, there we go. 3 turns, 7 seconds. Did I look at this leaderboard? Yeah, right there. Look at all of these people needing 5 guys to beat this boss. Yeah. Nah, I'm just talking shit. Another rodent of unusual size. 2 of these guys. I'm mad. CHQ. Those are all top clan guys. Let's see here. The Tur. That's the one Cruisin's in. I think that's the straight Brazilian clan. One boss I wasn't able to get very fast on. Where's he at? This guy right here, Drognell. Nothing spectacular. I mean, I was able to get 22 turns, but these guys blew me out of the water. That's Rodney again. So he probably has a hell of a Turvold, and plus having that 6-star in Toshiro, which I'm still dying to get. Can't get it. I haven't done the boss lately. Actually, how do I do on him? Oh, okay. Got it in 3 turns. That was just Razzlevarg, ally attack, and then probably Teox, then with the Razzlevarg. Verlevas got it in 1 turn with that team. So probably Mikage goes first, defense down on that. Then probably Thor did most of it, honestly. So I always like to give props to these guys that have these crazy teams and everything. So I'm up there on a few of them. But honestly, it's just some people don't have fun with this like I do. I mean, I guarantee if Lost Panda tried on most of this stuff, that person's account would absolutely just wreck probably 99% of these leaderboards because having 160 million. So I actually came back to this one and got first only because I got lucky. Got 2 ally attacks and 3 extremely good damage dealers on my team. Let's see here. As long as Razelvar doesn't get a weak hit, it will be 3 turns. Looks like he actually kind of did hit weak there. Nope, did. So that's 8 seconds. So that's currently the fastest time on that. But it's just dumb luck in the Forrest. So next go around with my team, I'm not going to use a lot of supports. I'll bring my Galathirs, I'll bring my Marishka, bring my Knave, Fina, and I'm just going to get rid of these guys over here and just bring more ally attackers because ally attackers are insane on this. Anyways, I just want to give props with everyone in the Forest and whatnot. All these guys that did amazingly well on it, especially getting to Rodney. That's an insane score for anyone that tries to do something like that. Yeah, that's very impressive, dude. All these guys, damn good job. Anyways, I was just happy I was able to improve my Ice Golem team thanks to that random Game Leap dude. I can't remember his name, but just some insight that I didn't see before. I was like, huh. Granted, I used different characters. He used his Wukong, but that's kind of I was pushing this, asking the CCs to post their teams and whatnot, just give different ideas. And just looking at random stuff, I was able to improve my teams. So even my Fire Knight team, I mean, granted, 16 seconds is still the fastest I could do it. I thought I might be able to knock off a second on it, but no, it's just barely at 16 when everything runs perfect. So anyways, that is it. I just had to say a few things. Just sitting here chilling. I was excited. I got overtime tomorrow on Christmas. Hard to say no to double time and a half. So Merry Christmas, y'all, and